What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video with yours truly, CST Gaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and all things Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're bringing you guys another product from this company called PU Air Korea. Now, for those of you that watch my channel, you know that we already reviewed one of the products, that being the CDU V2. If you guys haven't seen that review yet, please scroll down in my video section, find the PU Air Korea CDU V2, take a look at it, let me know what you think about that. But today, that's not what we're here for. We are here to look at yet another little product from PU Air Korea. So if you are interested to see what this thing is all about, please stick around.
If you like what you see, please check out our channel sponsors and partners linked in the description down below. By doing so, you will let me continue to provide videos like this in the future. You may also find unique discount codes from some of our sponsors for a small savings. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, turn on notifications to get warned on future streams and videos like this. To my sponsors and members of the channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, as none of this would be possible without you all. I salute you.
Now, before we move on to the unboxing, first impression, and eventually review of this product, I want to kind of go over who PU Air Korea is. So you can find PU Air Korea linked below in the description at puairkorea.com. This is a small little company in Korea, obviously, comprised of 3 individuals, actually. I'm going to probably murder their name, but we have Pilot Huso, Pilot Kuhn, and Pilot Tak. These 3 individuals, from my understanding, are related in aviation in some shape or form. For sure, we know that the actual founder of the company, which his name is Uso, used to be a flight instructor for several years, and now they're dedicated themselves to do this type of stuff for the community. Going on their website, you'll see some of the product here. We probably went over this in my previous unboxing of PU Air Korea products, but if you click on gears here, you'll see some of the products that they actually offer here, including the PU CDU V2, which is something that we have already showcased and looked at in the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about this particular product right here. It is called the PU Minimize Overhead. Now, this is a simple switch box, as you can see, that sports a couple of buttons here, a bunch of rocker switches, and 2 push knobs and 2 rotary push knobs at the right extremity here as well. Now, this product comes at $99.99 US. If you want to opt for the rubberized covers, which are this right here, we'll actually take a look at them once we open the product as well. There's an additional charge of $8.99, bringing your total at $108.98 US dollars here. Let's just unbox it. Let's get to it. Let's see what it's all about. Hi guys, this is the product. I've already pre-cut the tape here so we can get right into it. Let's go ahead and open the box and see what we are greeted with real quick here. Again, this is the PU Minimize Overhead panel by PU Air Korea. Right away, we do have a USB-A to USB-C cable provided in the package. We have our rubberized rocker switch covers, white and red. I'm kind of already thinking that I'm going to use these, and I'm going to place probably the red on my anti-ice type stuff and the whites on the regular switches, but we'll see. We'll take a look at that. You can get you can definitely do it at your pleasure and kind of place those covers however you wish. But here's the actual panel itself. All right, so here's the panel. First impression. Again, we do have a couple of buttons there on the left side. We'll get you guys a close-up in a minute. I'm just kind of looking at it together with you guys here for the first time. It seems to be partially 3D printed and partially with some other type of surface here. It looks like laminate, or I don't know what it is. It is kind of like the top is not scratched like you actually see on the camera. It's actually as a protective film on top of it, which I don't know if I want to take it off, to be honest with you guys. Well, let's see. All right, guys, let's do this together. Oh, baby. How satisfying was that? As you can see, it's nice and shiny. So on top and the bottom, it's got like this plexiglass layer, and then the sides are 3D printed. Looks like. Obviously, the inside is probably a little Arduino board or something of that nature. The front seems to be, I don't know if it's plastic or aluminum, the little front plate there, but it has, like I said, 2 switches here on the side, 2 knobs which turn and have the ability to be push buttons as well. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rocker switches in the front. All right, here's a nice little close-up of this product. Again, the top, it looks like we have this section of almost, it looks like plexiglass to me. I don't know what to make of it, but you know, plastic, plexiglass, whatever. But you understand what I'm trying to say. It's like clean, shiny plastic. Same thing with the bottom. We do still have that protective film over it. I haven't taken that off yet, so that's why it kind of looks a little dull. As you can see on the sides, this looks to be 3D printed. All the outer walls are 3D printed. In the back over here, we have a switch, a rocker switch that you can actually access, which I'm assuming this is probably for the backlighting. The switch over here is probably for the backlighting itself. So you can turn the backlighting on and off. And here is your USB-C plug in the back. Let's take a look at the front here. We do have a couple of push buttons here. And then we have all the rocker switches. From left to right, we have the strobe, the beacon, the nav, and this will be your lights. It does say up here external lights. We have the wing lights, the logo lights, the runway turn off lights, the landing lights, and the taxi lights. So again, all your light switches are right here at the flick of a switch. We have the seatbelt signs, no smoking signs, and then you have your anti-eye section, which comprise of wing, engine, window, and probe. Now, obviously, when you look at the engines and the wings and all that good stuff, you only have a single switch here, right? So when you do your window heat, for example, I understand that this is a one switch. However, when you do turn them on, you turn them all on. So what you could do, if you assign this yourself, which we'll see, we'll look at it in a sim, but I think this is ran by their software, which already assigns these buttons to all the various functions. But if you assign this yourself through either Mobiflight or SPAD.neXt or any other software, their FSUIPC, for example, you can use this with those programs. And let's say you assign the switches yourself, you can assign the window switch to all the window heat switches, all 4 of them, or however many that your particular aircraft has. So whenever you flip out this one single switch, it actually turns on the window heat, different switches. It turns them on in the sim for you, all of them at the same time. Same thing goes with the probe. It is understandable that usually we have 2 probe switches in the plane, left and right. Well, we only have 1 switch here, but however, when we turn one on, we always turning the other one on. So you can very easily assign both of your probe switches to one single button. And then again, we have this rotary knobs here, which have the ability of function as push buttons as well. It comes with white and red rubberized covers. Now, the way I was thinking about doing this is, doing all my light switches and everything else in white, and then using the red for my anti-eye switches. Here you go. Again, it just adds a little bit of a cooler look, if you will, and it feels better, in my opinion, to have the little rubberized covers. And they sent you a bunch of extra ones too. So let's say one comes off or whatever, you have a bunch of extras in the little bag here, just in case you might need to replace one or whatever the case might be. There's a few. Well, to be exact, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white ones and 2 red ones, extra covers here for you. Hi guys, here we are on the rig. As you can see, Microsoft Flight Simulator is launching in the background. Right now we are here set up as a Boeing aircraft. Alright, yeah, the thing that I want to show you guys is Obviously, this product does not come with a mounting solution, meaning brackets or anything of that nature. So what I've opted to do, I've already have my PAP3 by WINWING mounted right here, which is the same place that I mount my FCU by WINWING as well, in the same fashion. So I've gone ahead and placed some 3M Velcro strips on the top of these two brackets right here. And then I've placed some more Velcro strips at the bottom of the PU Air Korea minimized overhead panel. All right, so there you go. There's the product, literally just Velcroed on top of my PAP3. And you can simply just reach out and flip on or flip off your switches however you want. So this will do for me just fine. Yes, it's not solid, it's not on there, it's literally just Velcro, but it's gonna function just as good as anything else. Yeah, I don't want any type of permanent solution, obviously, because I swap my gear around all the time. So I want to be able to unvelcro it, Velcro back on, you know, quick release if you wish, because I go from Boeing to Airbus and I want to have that luxury. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and hook it up. So sim is about ready to go, and we're going to check it out in a couple of different aircraft and see how it actually functions. All right, guys, first and foremost, we are in our PMDG 737-800. As you can see, we have the PU Air Korea minimized overhead panel installed, or PMU, as they like to call it, or what is it they're calling it again? PU minimized overhead panels, PMO. So again, PU minimized overhead panel. For those of you interested, linked in the description below. If you are, if you come to find out that you actually might want to purchase this product. But anyways, we are plugged in, ready to go. The only thing I've done in the background is I launched the PU Connect MSFS beta application, which you see right here. It's a literally lightweight application that runs in the background, which just seamlessly makes PU Air Korea hardware, such as the minimized overhead panel and their CDU V2, communicate with the sim. It's really simple, really easy to use. Literally, I plug this thing in. Okay, I launched the actual app itself, which you see right here, and then I'll just have this running in the background. I didn't push any start buttons, nothing. I just launched the app, and that's it. Now, as you can see, it is backlit, and let's quickly take a look at it. I did not do anything. Just for disclaimer, guys, I did not sign any buttons. I didn't touch nothing. All I did was I hooked this thing up via USB, okay, to my sim, and I launched the app in the background. Okay, now let's go over to the overhead panel, and let's start by taking a look at our lights. Okay, over here we have landing lights, runway turn off, taxi, and then you have obviously your logo, position lights, and all that good nonsense, right? But let's go ahead and I don't know, let's start with left to right. All right, we got our landing lights over there. Let's go ahead and switch on landing lights. Boom, landing lights just came on. Again, guys, just so you understand, I did not go through the process of assigning any buttons. I didn't do anything. All I did was plug it in and launch the app in the background, just so you guys understand that. All right, landing lights are on, just like that. Runway turn off are on, just like that. Taxi light on, just like that. And then over to the right side, we have our logo lights. All right, let's turn our logo lights on. Boom, there it is. Position, strobe, and steady. Right now we are off. If you want to turn on steadies, all you gotta do is turn on the nav lights. Steadies are on, just like that. And let's say you want to turn on the strobes. Boom, strobes are on. All right, let's say you land and you vacate the runway and you want to turn off the strobes. Boom, and your nav lights are still on. Once you get to the gate, you want to turn off your nav lights. Boom, there it is. All right, but let's go ahead and keep going here. We got the beacon light. As you can see over there, our anti-collision light is off. Boom, now it's on. It's that simple, guys. Wing lights. Wing lights are now on. Okay, let's move up to our seatbelts and signs. Here's your, you know, your chime only and your seatbelts, in our case, you know, no smoking and seatbelt signs. But let's turn on seatbelt signs. Seatbelt signs are now on. No smoking. No smoking is now on. just like that. Let's take a look at our anti-icing panel, which is right here. Here's your wing anti-ice switch and your engine anti-ice switch. All right, wing, boom, wing anti-ice is on. Engine, boom, engine is on. Again, guys, just so you understand, I did not assign any buttons. I just literally just plugged it in. All right, here's a window E panel. All right, Windows E, boom, all on. Probes, same thing. Probe 1 and 2, boom, on. Let's check it out on another plane and see how easy it is to swap from one plane to another and maybe still retain the same plug and play functionality. All right, guys, please don't mind my autopilot panel. I'm not going to switch it just for the sake of the video here, so we can get this thing done. Obviously, we are in the Fenix now, and we are still rocking the Boeing autopilot panel, so don't worry about that. But pretend that we have a nice FCU over here with IFIS from Airbus. But like I said, we're not going to go ahead and swap this for the sake of the video, but it will be the same type of setup, right? I'm going to have my Airbus FCU down here with this on top. Now let's see if this thing works with the Fenix. Obviously over here we have a light panel. You can see all the strobes and lights and all that good stuff. Strobe light, again, disclaimer guys, I did not program any buttons. I literally, the only thing I did was plug this thing into the USB cable and launch the PU app in the background. Okay, so strobe light, there you go, it's on. Beacon light, there you go, it's on. Wing light, there you go, it's on. Let's say nav light is now on, and logo light is now on. Absolutely fantastic. Runway turn off lights are on, landing lights are on, and when you turn your landing lights on, it turns on your takeoff light as well. So that's absolutely fantastic. But let's say you just want your taxi light on. Boom, taxi light is now on, and boom, takeoff light is now on. And then obviously when you flip this down, it retracts and turns off your landing lights as well. Seatbelts, as you can see right there, seatbelts on. No smoking sign is on. Here's your probe beats and your NIs right there. So let's go ahead and wing. Boom, wing is on. Engines are on. Window E, obviously I don't think that's a thing here in the, well it is, isn't it? Hold on. We'll take a look at that in a second. There's your probes as well. And where's that window E in the Airbus? Don't we have window E, or is it automatic? It might be automatic in the Airbus. I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be auto in the Airbus itself. Yeah, if I'm forgetting, you know, it's just one of those things, guys. Anyways, and you can just quickly go and turn all those off at the flip of a switch. Let's do one more plane. All right, guys, we are now in the iFly Max 8. Again, I didn't do anything. I didn't program any buttons. Let's see if this thing works. We quickly go into the overhead panel. It should work because it's, I mean, it's the same thing as your PMDG, right? The same buttons, same switches, same everything. But all right, let's go. Let's start with I don't know. Let's do the landing lights here. Let's go. Landing lights. Landing lights are on. Runway turn off are on. Taxi light is on. Let's do logo. Boom. There's the logo. Let's do our nav lights. Steadies are on. Beacon light and a collision light is on. Strobe is on, as you can see. Wing lights are on, just like that. Let's take a look at the seat belts. No smoking sign. There you go. Seat belts and no smoking signs are on, and obviously NIs as well. Let's take a look at that. Quickly scroll up. You can see your NIs panel over here. We got wing, engines, and if we keep looking up, we have our windows on and off, and our probes. What to say, guys? I don't know. And as usual, this little knob right here on the right, on the far right, works as a range knob as well. I like it. I'm probably gonna it's gonna live here for the rest of its life. It's gonna be sitting on top of my either my PAP3 or my FCU every time I fly. The fact that you can simply just plug it in, run the Lightweight app in the background, it just makes it more pleasant in my humble opinion. You don't have to fiddle and find and assign buttons to it or anything like that. You just simply run the app in the background and it just works. Absolutely fantastic. Again, this is PU Air Career. minimized overhead panel. It retails for $99.99 plus an additional $8 or $9 for the rubberized switch covers if you so choose to get those as well. So for just under 110 bucks or something like that, you get a nice little minimized overhead panel with all the switches and buttons. And again, I understand what all these say and do when you run the app, but you can not run the app if you like, and you can directly assign this to whatever it is you like by either utilizing the sim itself or utilizing third-party software such as SPAD.neXt or Mobiflight or FSUIPC. You know, those type of products. You can do with this switch and buttons whatever it is you like to do. Again, guys, as always, I do hope that you appreciate this type of videos, and thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to all my members, sponsors, and mods in the channel, because without you, I would not be able to do this type of stuff. Obviously, huge shout out to PU Air Korea for sending us this wonderful little product here to take a look at. But enough about me. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? Is this something that you see yourself getting? What do you think about the actual footprint? What do you think about the versatility? What do you think about the price and all that good stuff? And most of all, let me know what you guys think about PU or Korea. I think they're a fantastic group of people, and I think that it's always good when you have people like that bringing new and exciting stuff to the flight sim community in the form of peripherals and stuff like that. So I'm always willing and able to put a company like that out there that are trying to, you know, better the community and give us more options when it comes to peripherals and stuff like that, especially us avid flight simmers. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And as always, please make sure to like the video. If you're not a subscriber, please be sure to subscribe. And until next time, guys, as I always say, I salute you all. Please continue to stay safe, have fun, and as always, peace out.
With the jets, he climbs the ranks. Sicilian roots, we give thanks. Subscribers shout in the banks. SD Demon pulls the pranks. SD Demon pulls the pranks. SD Demon pulls the pranks. Your boy CST scheming. Hear the beats, the skies are flaming. Live stream nights, y'all be claiming. Join the crew, flights we're naming. From the carpet to the mic, streaming dreams take off in flight. Global journeys left and right. Global journeys left and right. CST Demon lights the night.